Rupa Tumi Mata Namira Janani. He says, you're always my Mata. You're always my mother. I'm always your son. When I come in the form of the deity, then you give birth to me as the earth. When I'm distributing Krishna Nam, which is non-different from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Krishna, then you appear as everyone's tongue and you give birth to that Nam. Similarly, Murari Gupta in his Chaitanya Charities describes Sachi Mata as Sakshat Bhakti Surupani, directly Bhakti. So how is it possible that he could leave Sachi Mata and Vishnu Priya? We can understand that there must be some force, some power, which is even greater than the love of Sachi Mata and Vishnu Priya. And understanding that is the key to understanding the secret of Gaura Avatar. In Nityananda Das's Prema Vilas, he's described in the 7th chapter a conversation between Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lokanath Goswami. And therein he's told Lokanath, Amara Lagiya Radha Jati Kula Dhana Shakala Chadiya Atma Koila Samarpana. He says, if for me, Srimati Radharani, she gave up everything. She gave up her caste, her family, her property. She surrendered everything to me. Shaka dasa pita mata Jera shevanchita Shabe shaki ganajane Jera she mohita. He says that I'm reciprocating with so many devotees, with my sakas, my friends, my servants, my mother and father, but none of them can understand the mood, the intensity of the love of Srimati Radhika. He tells Lokanath, Gune prite tanrashtane hayacharini tomashtane Lokanatha kahilama ami. He says, I tell you, Lokanath, I'm in debt to her. She has such love for me, I cannot repay it. So this is spoken by Krishna also in the Bhagavatam. Krishna in his law book for all mankind, he's made a promise. Jayatamam prapadyante tam sataiva bhajamyaham. As someone approaches me, I always reciprocate with them accordingly. But when he was faced with the intensity of the love of the gopis, the 10th canto, 32nd chapter of the Bhagavad, Krishna tells them, Napare ham niravadya samyujam sasaru krityam vibudaya sapiva yamabhajam durjaya geha shrinkalai samvritshayatadva pratyatu sadhunam. I don't know how to repay you, because your love is so spotless. You don't want anything for yourself. Let your own bhajan be your glory. Krishna says that thing. So Mahaprabhu, he tells Lokanath Goswami, Amara bichede pare aruna basana apanake nijadasi mani sarvakshana. In separation from me, Radhika, she wears a saffron-colored dress, thinking of herself as my dasi. Amara Lagiya Radha Adi Saki Gana Virahe Vyakula Hoya Tejila Jivana. He says that the gopis and Radharani, they've given up their lives feeling my separation. Amiha te jiva prana tanhara lagiya shedasha haibe tumi shunibe takiya. So in the same way, I'll give up my body for them. That separation will happen. Dhariba tahara kanti pariba aruna basana haiba tanhara dasa anandita mahane. So I'll take that complexion. Radha bhava dyuti suvalitam nomi Krishna sarupam. I'll take her kanti and I'll wear that saffron dress that Radhika is wearing in her viraha, her vipralamba separation. And I'll become the servant of those gopis. And in that way, I'll get some happiness. Guru Avatar is so adbhuta, so astonishing. The mercy that he gave is adbhuta. But also the relishment, his inner cause, is very, very adbhuta. And we should understand something about that. Mahaprabhu told Lokanath, Jagata bhashaive ami tanrajasa kirti tabe jani kripa more korena emati. This is how I'll repay the gopis of Braj. I'll flood the entire world with their name and fame. And then at that time, maybe they'll give me their kripa, their mercy. Pahiba tanhara prema kande banoyane dhulaya drisarahaya nachiva sankirtane. Then getting their prem, I'll cry and I'll dance in sankirtan with dust all over my body. So just as the gopis of Braj, they ran in the dead of night when Krishna was playing on his Vamsi there at Vamsivat on the bank of the Jamuna. And in so doing, they left their families. They left their husbands, their children, their homes. They gave up everything and they ran to Krishna. So to repay his debt to those gopis, to those devotees, to repay the debt that he's promised he'll always repay, Krishna had to come as a beloved son of Mother Sachi. And he also had to run. He also had to give up his home and his family, his beloved wife, who was a goddess of fortune, Vishnu Priya. He had to give up his mother. Krishna says in the Gita, Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana bahusaka hinandascha buddhyo vyavasayanam. The nature of this path of love is that those who are on it should be ekantic, very one-pointed. But Krishna says, those persons who are bahusaka, who are multi-branched, they don't get the proper result. So the gopis are vyavasayatmika buddhi, they're one-pointed. They only want to see Krishna as Gopinath on the bank of the Jamuna. But Krishna himself, he's bahusaka. He's reciprocating with his friends and with his servants, with his parents, and so many, many unlimited devotees. So how can he repay them? He also has to become ekantic. And that ekantic nature, that one-pointed nature, is the sannyas of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this is why and how he left Sachi Mata and Vishnu Priya. Because there was something more powerful. Although he was bound up by the love of his mother and his beloved wife and the devotees such as Gadadhar and Murari and Haridas Thakur and all the residents of Navadvip, there was something far, far